Welcome back, sports fans. Yes, welcome. Here it is, of course, the second event. Here is going to be the next pay-per-view. Awesome, fantastic one here for you from Corpo a Corpo. Definitely Wrestling Federation here. Today, we are going to be watching here real quick the Boo to You Halloween Rumble. Yes, this is a fantastic little Halloween special here. The last one, of course, was nothing to be, of course, less than exciting because it was fantastic, with the dead guy beating Captain Black there in the last little bit as he overcame everybody, but he did receive a lot of help, and Michelle O'Malley definitely came up with the great shot there to kind of cheap shot and help the dead guy come over that. And I think we see some wrestlers here are ready to get back at it here, and we'll see that here as we, of course, see what's going to be on the docket for the official event sheet here today. But first, let's go down to Allison Rose here in Between the Thorns real quick here for her interview with the Tree. I hear that the Tree is not very excited about how the match ended up last time. He felt that the ref was unfair, of course, about what happened. Some of the plays were not correct and weren't called right, so Allison's going to try to see if she can get the scoop from the Tree and see what happens, as he might be calling out a wrestler to try and see if they can start a fight here, as he is absolutely furious at the event that happened last. So let's take it away to Allison here. Okay, so for the interview here today, guys, let's check it out here real quick. We're going to go to Highlight Reel I believe. Okay, so Highlight Reel I. We already have the Tree as the guy here, so let's check and see what happens here. Roll some dice real quick here. The Tree is furious and wants to see if he can get the record straight, see what happens. So 52. Host doesn't show up for undisclosed reason. Wow. Hotbox Alley of Host appears and host show in his place. Roll again on table, ignoring number 52. So we're going to actually see the ally. So Allison Rose doesn't even show up to the interview. She even set it up to try and see if she could help out, but looks like she's not showing up today. That is not good here. So Tom Drayton will be coming in and trying to see if he can host the show here. So we'll ignore number 52 here, I guess you'd say. So 26, let's check that out. So with Tom Drayton hosting the interview with the Tree, kind of a little bit unconfused here. Surprise guest. Hotbox wrestler makes appearance during guest interview and issues grudge match to challenge to host. Roll on Hotbox to see who it is. If applicable, make appropriate heel face turn. Original guest to serve as referee. Wow, folks, this is absolutely phenomenal. I thought today the Tree was going to actually get himself in there and start grounding and pounding, but today there's going to be an actual different fight here. It's going to be a grudge match from one of the actual wrestlers here in the Hotbox against Tom Drayton, as definitely did not like that Allison Rose did not show up for the interview, so let's check that out. So it's 3. So 3 means, wow, folks, that's Ed Barrington. So Ed Barrington, I believe, is actually scheduled to fight tonight. He's actually going to be fighting against Judge Joe Ridge, but he came out today a little bit irritated and wants to get a little bit of action against Tom Drayton. So let's see what happens here, as the Tree is going to be the referee here for this show, which is a little bit strange to say the least, but we'll put him in the grudge tree right there, just because he is the referee, so we'll keep him on in the Hotbox area. So Allison is Tom Drayton's ally, so I'm going to put that as well up there because she is the ally as well. So for a grudge match, we do actually have to check it out here. So it looks like for a grudge match issued by a third party, right? Yeah, so it looks like for the third party, it says right here, check Hotbox for logical natural challenger. So we got that. Then roll white die to determine match rules. So let's see what the match rules are, and we'll get to the action here, as Tom Drayton didn't do a well enough job here in his day, just can't get any better. So it's normal rules here, guys. So we're going to see normal match rules, normal charts here. So guys, you and me, let's watch here as Tom Drayton battles it out with Boom Boom Ed Barrington for definitely a weird little wild match here, as he was just trying to interview the tree, but it looks like Ed Barrington surprises the host here and issues a challenge because he wanted to see Allison Rose come up on the interview. So absolutely exciting. I'll see you guys in the bleachers for the first event. Alright guys, so let's check it out here. Pre-match routine here. So I gotta check that out. So 6. We're gonna go to the highlight reel R here. So O-R-Q-R, there we go. Okay, so let's roll on highlight reel R to see what the pre-match action is going to be here as Tom Drayton lines up against Ed Barrington in a very strange grudge match here after the interview. 35. Heel entrance disrupted by face. Increase heel grudge grade by 2 points. So let's check it out here. So he's a favorite, so he is going to be the favorite. So he's not actually a heel, so he's a face. Tom is a heel. So 35. Heel entrance disrupted by face, which absolutely makes sense here, because why would Tom get the lie of day, as of course Ed absolutely tries to get into his head before the fight here. So we're going to increase the grudge grade by the heel by 2. So let's check that out here. So it's going to be instead of a 0, he'll be at a 2. Okay, so let's see how the action unfolds here. Tom Drayton has not done well in the last event here. Of course, if you remember, he actually was interviewed by Allison Rose, and it just didn't go well. Allison was trying to interview her ally to see if he can pump him up for his big match here in this next event here in the Boo to You Halloween Rumble. And he did not do well, so now he's at a TV level D and a grudge grade of 2, whereas Ed Barrington is coming off a hot fight there. But this is a night where he's going to actually fight 2 times because he's deciding to fight against Tom here. So let's see what happens here. This could actually delay the outcome of the whole event here. So we got the action all set. Both wrestlers are in their corners. Let's see how this play comes out here. So let's cut the deck a couple more times here, of course, as it says in the rule books. And I'm going to actually change the allies real quick, of course, because now the allies are a little bit different. We got to get Ed Barrington's allies up on stage there, and Tom Drayton's as well. So we're going to change those up, and we'll get to the first starting bell there in just a second. Ding, ding, ding. Here we go. Let's check it out here. Okay, so helped. Now, Tom Drayton is a part of the interview squad, right? For that interview, Allison Between the Rose Thorns, right? So she is actually going to help. So let's go to highlight reel G, M, or V. Now, they are part of a gang, I guess you would say, of the interview squad, right? Tom and Allison. So we're going to actually go to the G highlight reel and see what happens here as he gets a little help from Allison, who just so happens to show up here. So let's see what actually happens here. And the possible allied gang here. So let's check that out here. And I thank you guys very much for your support here as I learn the game a little better here. So 55. So go to highlight reel E. Okay, we're going to highlight reel E here, guys. Okay, highlight reel E. 15. Okay, so 15 says, technicality arises where it benefits both wrestlers and an opponent to lose match. Losing wrestler increases TV grade by 1 letter grade. Winning wrestler decreases TV grade by 1 letter grade. What? Folks, I cannot believe this. So the fight was started by Ed Barrington, and Tom Drayton, of course, accepted the fight, right? Of course, it was a grudge, but it looks like now there's a technicality where it just benefits the both wrestlers to lose the match. So they're trying to lose. Oh my goodness, I can't write this any better. So absolutely great tactics here, and we're going to see what happens after this little quick play. Next card here, so both wrestlers want to lose here. TV move. Well, it looks like Ed Barrington's got an A here. So right off the bat here, Ed Barrington gets Tom Drayton into a headlock here. And he's going to give himself 3 points there. So great shot there. TV move again. That's going to be Ed Barrington again, folks. That's going to be a body slam. So a headlock to a body slam. That's going to move him up 4 points there, guys. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. And just like that, Tom Drayton looks like he is zombified by this absolutely great shot by Boom Boom, Ed Barrington. Toxic not doing so well, powerful. So it looks like Ed Barrington again, folks, is powerful. And so that will actually be, he looks like he ring shutters with force of suplex slam to opposing wrestlers. So still feeling the effects of that amazing shot there by Ed Barrington there. So let's keep going and see what happens here. Definitely looks like a one-sided fight here, but definitely might help out Tom because you do not want to win this fight. I don't think this is going to help out. The reason being, if you guys want to know the backstory behind this, is I think Allison was a little bit sick, right, or not ready from her trailer in the back, right? And so when they were doing the interview, Ed Barrington thought he was the one that was going to come up and get interviewed because, of course, he did so well in his last fight. But because he challenged everyone, the crowds did not like it. So definitely don't want to win this fight here, because you want to get the crowds, kind of the favor. You want to look like the underdog. And so if you look like you lose because somebody kind of cheated, that might help. And I think that's what's going to happen here, folks. So let's look at the next one, object. Okay, does anyone have an object? Nope, none of them have objects. We're going to keep on going here. Highlight reel. Okay, highlight reel B. So highlight reel B here. Okay, let's check it out here. 65. So 65 on highlight reel B says Ed Barrington suffers real or fake injury, can't continue match, opponent awarded decision. Folks, this was a decision because Ed Barrington, while he was doing all those great moves there, all those great powerful moves, he faked his injury to try to get out of the match because he wanted to make sure that he could try and get that crowd cheer. And so Tom Drayton actually wins the match here by decision. So that is insane. So Tom Drayton has won here, and he will actually move down as the crowd boos him for being, I guess you would say, kind of taking up all the space because they wanted to actually watch the tree fight another wrestler as, of course, the interview went on. So he's going to go down from a D to an F, and he's at the lowest rating you can actually have for a wrestler there. And Ed Barrington will actually go up a section there to double A, and so he's going to actually fight against another wrestler tonight, and he's going to be a double A possibility here, folks. So hopefully Ed Barrington can feel better. Cough, cough, wink, wink, as you guys know. So for the first match tonight, as you guys can see, Ed Barrington just lost, even though Tom Drayton didn't even score a point. What? Mind blown, folks. We'll see you guys in the next match here, and it'll be a fun one here as we, of course, end up the match here real quick. Let's roll the dice one more time here for the post-match highlights here. So 4. So we're going to go to number X there. All right, 4 here. And then roll the dice on the highlight reel X, and that'll be 51 there. So 51. So it looks like Hotbox ally of defeated wrestler boils over after hearing unflattering comments in TV interview, charges into cam review and launches tirade, increase grudge grade of ally by 2 points. Wow, folks. So Allison was not excited or not happy that all this went down when she should have been the one giving the interview, having no problem. So she charged in and gave all her best there and got the grudge grade of 2 there. So she might be coming up in the next event here for a little bit of a rematch or a grudge match here, guys, against one of Ed Barrington's allies. Try to get back at him. Try to see if they can tangle a little bit of a web. So folks, please stay tuned for the next event here, which should be, of course, a tag team duo between Kid Cowboy, Nuke Newsome versus the, I guess you would say, the European Connection, because it's going to be Duke of Whirl and the French Connection. We'll see you guys in the next segment here. Match number 2, folks. This is very exciting here as the Duke of Whirl and the French Connection are going to stand up as the Euros, that's their team name or their group, of course, against Kid Cowboy and Nuke Newsome of the Bullet Gang. Now, their allies here are waiting at the sideline here, I guess you'd say, Tony Rocco. Now, if you notice, he's not actually a part of the Legends pack, you'll see that, but there was no other, I didn't see anybody else from the European Union or the UK, so I just basically pulled one out from the set. So Tony Rocco is going to be a part of them. He's from Italy. And then for Kid Cowboy and Nuke Newsome, their ally is going to be Eric Maras or Maharas. He's Flyboy, so definitely a part of the Bullet Gang there. Fantastic. So this is going to be a tag team matchup here. Of course, with tag teams, once one person scores, they get checked out, and you put another person in, and that's how it keeps going. So let's go check and see what the pre-match fight here is for, because as I've heard, they're trying to fight themselves through to see if by chance they themselves can gear themselves up and contend to see if they can create a tag team championship belt. I know that the commissioner is trying to think of different ways to invest in belts and such, and only right now is the dead guy has the undisputed champion of the world, but both of these tag team champions want to see if they can show off to the commissioner and see what happens at the end of the event if they want to actually create a tag team championship and have it hosted at the next event. So folks, strap in and let's see what happens here for the pre-match action. So 5, that's going to be going to highlight reel R. Again, guys, while I'm looking for this, I want to thank you very much for your feedback. Absolutely every single tweet, every single comment, every like that you guys do, I absolutely see it and I love it. So thank you very much again here. This channel is definitely here for you guys to enjoy and for me to be able to kind of provide to you guys something kind of fun to watch. So 66, let's check that out. Highlight reel S. Let's check it out here, see what the pre-match happens here as the Duke of Whirl and the Kid Cowboy are going on here. So that's going to be 6-5. So 65 here. All right, face and face foe make secret agreement. So face and face foe. So Kid Cowboy and Nuke Newsome go with Judge Joe Ridge, who is, of course, Justice for All, and, of course, from Mississippi. So definitely wants to go against the European Union there, so the Euros. They make a secret agreement. If face wins, foe will become their ally. Well, of course he would. Judge Joe Ridge, Justice for All, would absolutely join the Bullet Gang for sure. So this could be very exciting here, guys, as the Bullet Gang could increase to 4 members here and start a new world order. Forgive the pun, of course, for this corpo ad corpo wrestling federation. So let's see what happens here between Kid Cowboy, Nuke Newsome, and the Duke of Whirl and French Connection. The first tag team championship or tag team match is right now, right here. Let's check it out. All right, first action, of course, as usual. As per usual, give a nice little shuffle here for you guys so you guys can see the good little way we look here. Now, of course, we're looking at a pretty solid matchup between these two. They're both not really favored, supposedly, but as of right now, it looks like the Bullet Gang is definitely a little more favored than the Euros here at the Boo to You Halloween Rumble. So let's check it out here as we, of course, make our last little cut there. And let's see what the first action is as we flip it over. It's going to be quick. So it looks like they both have quick, but as you guys can see, CNC, the Grudge grade, I don't think we go to Grudge grade. We actually go over to who's the favored or wrestler here. So that'll actually be going to Kid Cowboy here. So Kid Cowboy is going to move up there and make the move as he avoids the opponent's clothesline as the match bell just starts here and delivers a surprise back rake. Oof, ouch. That'll be 2 there, and Kid Cowboy is going to be subbed out there for Nuke Newsome there. All right. So let's check it again here. Powerful. Okay, powerful. It looks like on a square, Duke of Whirl is powerful, but they're not on a square there, so nope, not there. Let's keep going here. Powerful again. Looks like we're not going to get that one again here. Grudge. Okay, so Grudge. It's going to be a silver move. And if you guys look here, Duke of Whirl has a 6 and Nuke Newsome has a 0. So because of that, the Duke of Whirl is going to give I guess Nuke Newsome, oh man, I guess you could say the flying T, a little cheeky T there. So that's going to be 2 points there for the silver move there, and then I'll bring out Duke of Whirl as he tags out and gets the French Connection in there. So French Connection's going to walk on in, and he says, Parlez-vous français, as we see the first move from them here. TV move, so both are C there, and right now they're actually equal. So the favored wrestler will go here first, I believe. Let me check real quick in my book here. I want to make sure I'm not giving you guys the wrong thing here, because I think it goes down to the favored wrestler tiebreaker. So it looks like, yeah, let's see, in the event that both wrestlers have specific skill named on a fast action card, or if they have identical TV grades or grudge grades, award the move and point to whichever wrestler is trailing in the match. This is determined by comparing the position of the wrestlers, blah. If the wrestlers are on the same position, award the move and points to the favorite wrestler. So it doesn't say that you're actually going to, it just says if you're looking at the TV grade or the grudge grade, look at where they are on the map, like on like the track here, and then look at if they're the favorite wrestler. You never actually combine these two together. So you never actually look, okay, well, they're a higher grudge grade, then they're going to go. So definitely good to note here as we look over for this one, and we're going to look at, for the TV move, over to Nuke Newsome. So it looks like C, no points there, but as the French Connection comes on in, Jacques the boys, Nuke Newsome gives him a healthy feeding of a nice knee bar, and that will push out Nuke Newsome as he, of course, tags out to Kid Cowboy and brings him in. Oops, there we go. Bring it down there. The one problem with having little cards here and the little card sleeves, sometimes they move around. All right, cheat. Well, it looks like the French Connection, he is absolutely, Jacques is definitely a cheat there, so he's going to move in there as he inflicts painful blows to opponent with foreign object. That's kind of ironic because he is foreign himself, to, of course, the United States. That is, of course. So absolutely probably give himself the, as you guys can see, probably tagged out there as Kid Cowboy is slowly walking in. He slams him in there with a foreign object given to him by the Duke of Whirl. So that's going to be 2 points, 1, 2. And we're going to move in, tag team out. Blam, there we go. See the Duke of Whirl come in there. Just trying to get myself situated here. Okay, smart. Well, it looks like Duke of Whirl is always smart, and Kid Cowboy is also smart. So they both have the smart trait. But the Kid Cowboy is behind, so that means he's going to escape submission hold as the Duke of Whirl has got him in, but puts opponent into chin lock on opponent. Ooh, ouch. So gets him back into there, and we're going to see him tag out there for Nuke Newsome coming on in. Okay, so it's absolutely a tight battle here between the Bullet Gang and the Euros. Grudge. Okay, so Grudge is going to definitely be Duke of Whirl. That's his forte, as instead of just giving him the flying T there, he's going to give him the bronze, which of course will definitely grade him with the 1 there. I don't really know what to say here. Guess he's going to read him the Magna Carta, and that's never good here. And the Magna Carta, I guess not read it to him. He's going to give him the Magna Carta, which of course is a nice hard slap across the chest there, giving him the nice Magna Carta there across the chest. So let's see what's going to happen here as we change out Duke of Whirl, French Connection there. Okay, let's see here, folks. Favorite. Neither of them, well, I guess the favorite doesn't always apply. Now, I think I heard one of you guys on the on YouTube comment below saying favorite doesn't always have to mean the actual trait. It can actually mean the actual wrestler as well. So let me just check real quick and make sure I read that comment real quick. All right, so I confirmed it. So thank you very much for whoever gave that little point to me there. So Nuke Newsome is actually, since they're the favorite ones there, they're actually going to perform a silver move there. So Nuke Newsome's going to give him the Duke there. So let's see here. Boom, boom, 2 there, right to the chest there. So French Connection takes 2 right there as they score some points there as Kid Cowboy comes on in. Let's see, strong. So let's see. Neither of them are strong. They're all agile, very quick fighters here in this matchup. Favorite. So it's going to be Kid Cowboy there, getting a 1 there. He's going to give him the 6-shooter there. Welcome him to America and Oklahoma, where the wind goes sweeping down the plains, I hear. Boy, it sure smells sweet as the avid Americans there keep going up there by 1 there. So powerful. Oh, nope. No powerful just yet. No one is powerful besides Duke of Whirl. Favorite again. My goodness, guys, that's 1 again there. So it looks like Wrestler, of course, Nuke Newsome, gets favorable ruling from the ref. Absolutely understandable, as the French Revolution just kind of, or French Connection just kind of complains and whines and whines and whines. Some say in the crowd he's starting to turn into Henri from France, but we don't know about that too much. So let's keep it going here as Kid Cowboy tags in here, and the crowd is definitely going nuts here to see if the Bullet Gang can finish off the Euros here, but we're definitely pulling for the Euros if you're from Europe, definitely. So cheat. Okay, let's see here. Who's a cheat? That's going to be French Revolution, Jacques the Boys. And man, was that a great one, as Wrestler gets into cheap shot while referee isn't looking. While everyone's chanting there, he's definitely earning his name as a cheat there for sure. And Duke of Whirl tags in while the referee's getting back up off the cheap shot that happened there against Kid Cowboy. And look for strong. No one is a strong wrestler there. So again, we're going to keep going. TV grade. So both are at a C here. So we're actually going to look at whoever's lowest, and it's going to be the Duke of Whirl. So the Duke of Whirl is down here. So looks like since he has a C, it's going to be a hammerlock against the Kid Cowboy and move him up 2 points. So definitely the best person of the group here for the Euros is definitely Duke of Whirl. Doing a great job there. He's fighting out of Kent, England, and definitely doing really great. So let's see what happens here as they're both tied now. Helped. Okay, so helped. 1 point. Okay, so both wrestlers have the helped trait. Now, I'm gonna say here, whoever gets helped here, they do have a gang, of course, because they're both sponsored by gangs here. So I'm gonna say Kid Cowboy. Or I'm gonna say Kid Cowboy. I'm using the dice right here. Is the black dot, right? The bullet gang is here, just because it's a bullet right there, and then the blank is actually going to be. Let's see here. It's going to be the Euros. So whichever one it lands on is going to get the helped point. So it's going to be the Bullet Gang who gets it. So it looks like a gang member appears there and absolutely helps out there, gets him 1 point. So that's definitely going to be Eric Maharis. Flyboy flies on in and gives a little bit of help there against the French Connection, as of course he started seeing in the back as he was watching there that they were cheating a little bit too much. Right, after that one there, so we got Grudge. Okay, Grudge is 3, so French Connection's going to win that one. He's going to give him the Revolution, which of course is going to be a nice kick to the ribs there. Absolutely terrifying move there. Definitely don't want to get to the Revolution, but of course, if you see the Revolution, you know what's going to come up next. If he gets a gold there, it's going to be, of course, the guillotine, and he never want to see that absolutely happen there. So let's see what happens when he tags out Duke of Whirl. Heavy. Neither of them are heavy. They're both kind of clean fighters there. Nice, clean fighters. So quick. So it looks like Duke of Whirl is always quick, and so is Nuke Newsome, but he is quick only, I apologize, on a square, which he is on a square. So both are there. At this time, it's going to go right down to favored. So Nuke Newsome is going to stun the Duke of Whirl with a double arm bar, and that's going to push them to 2 points ahead there, close to that pin. They're looking a little groggy as Kid Cowboy comes on in, and let's see what happens here. Quick. They're both quick, so that's going to be Duke of Whirl trapping opponent in ankle lock as he comes on into the match here. 2 points right up on them, and now the French Connection's going to see if he can finish off Kid Cowboy and the Bullet Gang here and try to reign supremacy against them in the Tag Team Championship. Agile. Okay, agile. Looks like it's just Kid Cowboy. That's going to be 1 point. Let's see if he can tap out the French Connection. Now, because he has a C TV grade, it's going to mean that he has to score from 11 to 23. So 23 or lower gets tapped out. So that's 42. Okay, so that's 1 count. 34, that's not 23. That's 2 count. Oh no, it looks like the Euros are back to their last one here. 3 count coming up. And that's 1, 2, 3. They are over, folks. That is absolutely fantastic play there by Kid Cowboy and Nuke Newsom. Here getting help by Flyboy, their gang, during this matchup. If I was a little bit dirty there from the French Connection, the Duke of Roll is not happy about the fact that they lost there. For sure, it's going to be a fantastic little gang fight there between the Euros and the Bullet Gang. And now, because Kid Cowboy and Nuke Newsom won that, Judge Joe Ridge, barring up on his offer, will join them in their allies for, of course, supremacy over the Corpo a Corpo Federation. So now, at this time, it looks like the Bullet Gang has 4 members here, and the Euros are starting to catch a little bit of a drift here. So we're going to actually see their grades go down by 1 here. So let's move them down here real quick. So they're going to go from a C to a D. Put 3 there. And Kid Cowboy is going to go up there. So fantastic shots by them there. Great job. And we're going to move on to the post-match highlights here as we set this up here. Post-match highlights. So 5. Let's check out 5 real quick and see what happens. So 5 says, who won the match? It was Kid Cowboy. Well, technically Kid Cowboy, and of course Nuke Newsom, but they are a face. He is a face character, so he won the match. So we're going to go to the I rating. So I think it's going to be an interview stage there, so not bad there at all. So let's see what the interview happens here. Or no, I apologize. Look at the I. We're going to look at a T. My bad. Almost made a mistake there. Don't want to do that here, not in front of you guys. Definitely want to have a good little clean match here. So let's look at the T here. 64. So 64 is right there. 64 says face win results in opportunity to generate heat. Increase TV grade on dice roll or not. If face wants to work crowd, roll 1 die. On die roll 1, 2, or 3, increase face TV grade by 1 letter. On die roll 4 or 5, increase heels TV grade by 1 letter. On die roll 6, no changes are made. Note, face can choose to retreat to dressing room without working the crowd. Well, what's a little bit of wrestling, of course, without a little bit of a working the crowd, as Kid Cowboy shows off his 6 shooters here, opening it up here. That's going to be a 1, so that's going to increase his, not of course Nuke Newsom, that's going to increase his grade by 1 there, and he's going to be up to an A, folks, as of course we see Kid Cowboy giving the 6 shooter there, and I think the Euros are a little bit disappointed. Folks, stay tuned here for the next events here, of course, as we're going to see Sergeant Slash versus Officer Carl Barnes in the Legacy Justice Awards, and see if by chance one of them can show off which department of government was a little bit better and hotter than the next. Folks, again, thank you very much. Comment below, smash the like button. Absolutely, thank you very much for your support, and I'll see you next time for the Boo to You Halloween Rumble, next time in the bleachers.